Plaintiff Sonia Michaels says when she married her husband, she had no idea she would become a full-time designated driver for his sister, the defendant. Sonia claims one night the defendant was drunk and nearly got arrested for fighting in a club. And Sonia is suing her today for the value of a car. Defendant Katrina Michaels says Sonia is such a control freak that her brother can't even go to the bathroom without Sonia following him in there. Katrina denies responsibility for Sonia's car.
Tell me what's going on.
Well, Your Honor, I'd like to start out saying that my sister-in-law, when I married my husband, I didn't know I was going to have to become a designated driver. My sister-in-law, she's selfish, she's spoiled, she's a diva in her own mind, and she does not take responsibility for her actions. For instance, me and her went out, we went to a club, we was having a nice time, everything was going good, and she walked up to the bathroom, I seen a guy trying to talk to her, and next thing I know, she up there saying to him, "You sleeping with your sister." And the guy got mad, a fight broke out, the police was called. The police telling me either take her home or they're gonna take her to jail for disorderly conduct. She's a diva in her own mind, she does not care, she thinks that everybody's supposed to open doors for her. Everywhere we go, somebody has to open the door for her. It can be an elderly lady, it can be a handicapped person. I've even seen kids open the door for her.
What do you think that's about?
Because she thinks that the world owes her something. She thinks that we're blessed with her beautiness. And we're blessed to even be in her presence.
Serious right now?
Yes, I'm serious.
Do you open the door for her?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I
What you doing opening the door for another woman?
do. I open the door for everybody. I mean, it's not that hard. I just open the door. I'm just a nice person. She thinks that everybody's supposed to open doors for her. Everywhere we go, somebody has to open the door for her. It can be an elderly lady, it can be a handicapped person. I've even seen kids open the door for her. We're blessed to even be in her presence.
Serious right now?
Yes, I'm serious.
Do you open the door for her?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Plaintiff Sonia Michael is suing her sister-in-law, who claims Sonia is so controlling that she has to go to the bathroom with her husband.
So far, she was fighting at the club?
Yes.
What else?
It's happy hour all the time with Trina. She loves to drink. She does. She loves to drink. She gets wasted. I mean, she is responsible by having me driving her all the time, but she doesn't care. It can be midday. She wants me to take her to CVS to get her a bottle. I mean, she's just happy-go-lucky, drinking all the time.
So why do you do it? Why do you contribute to it?
Because she's funny. She's funny.
All right. Until she owed you this $3,700. Did y'all laugh about that?
No, that's not
That's
funny.
where the fun ended.
No, it's not funny at all.
That's where the comedy stopped.
Yeah, you're
When she owed you
exactly right.
$3,700. Her irresponsibility and drunken ways were no longer funny. All right. You want to give me some background?
Yes, sir. Okay, first of all, she's just a control freak who thinks she knows everything. Like, we're at our family functions and my brother can't even go to the bathroom without her going in. We're trying to figure out what she's doing.
What you think they doing if their husband and wife going to the bathroom together?
It's a time and place for that.
You
They
couldn't
can
be
do
that
drunk.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Anyway, so, all right, she's control freaking that way. And then, like...
Now, she's a freak, period, if they if they going into the bathroom together.
Yes. And then, like, we're going out, you know, we used to hang out all the time or whatever. However, wherever we go, she has to pick the spot, no matter if it's a movie, go out to eat, or just going to the plain old store.
What about this fighting in the club?
Sir, that really wasn't my fault.
Why were you so slow in saying that?
Because
whose fault was it?
Yeah, I can say maybe I had a little bit more than I should have drank that night, and I was ready to go prior to.
Okay.
However, she wanted to stay that night, so I was just walking by.
How often do you drink?
Your Honor, I drink
frequently.
Yeah, frequently.
And you
sir.
you drink so much to the extent that you need a designated driver frequently?
Yes, sir.
Good enough. Ma'am, you tell me about why you're suing her for the value of a car.
Okay, I'm suing her for a value car because back in May 2011, Katrina was calling me every day to take her somewhere. It doesn't matter what time she would call. She called all hours of the night. That's how inconsiderate she is.
Should have told me no.
And so I decided in June 2011, we had a second car, that I would just let her use the car. Me and her, we agreed.
Ma'am.
Yes?
We're through with the comedy, I thought. I know you couldn't possibly let this woman use your car.
Yes.
After telling me she gets drunk and fights in the club. She drinks so frequently and gets drunk so often that you have to drive her around.
Yeah, and you're right.
So now you're telling me you loaned her your car? You gotta be kidding or laughing or joking.
Yes, I did. I mean, she's responsible.
And you're serious?
Yeah, I let her use
This isn't
the
part
car.
of a joke.
No, it's not a joke. I really let her use my car in June 2011 because I got tired of taking her everywhere.
What happened when you took such a major risk for a known borderline, if not full-blown alcoholic? Go ahead.
June 2011, I let her use the car, and we agreed that she'll pay me $100 a month towards the insurance, and she did. She paid every time. So on February the 8th, she called me, said that she was stuck on the highway, that the car was smoking and stopped and it wouldn't cut back on. I told her, well, I'll be there in a few minutes. Let me get my husband up. We went to pick her up. She was right, the car was smoking. Tow truck called, took the car to a shop. So the following day, the shop called, said that the engine was locked up because there was no oil in the car. So I called,
She drank that too?
No, that's a little harsh.
And they stated to me that it would be over $5,000 to get my car fixed. So I called Trina instantly. I was like, Trina, have you put oil in the car? And she made a messed up statement talking about what I look like putting oil in the car. When you're in the car for Enterprise, do they put oil in it?
Correct.
I was like, are you
See, ma'am?
serious? Yeah.
You knew that she was irresponsible. And you knew, obviously, that if the oil light kept coming on, because it takes quite a while for the engine to lock up for a lack of oil, that she saw that oil light on and was irresponsible about attending to it. Even has the belief that somehow you should have known while she was driving it that it needed oil. She gets drunk and fights in the club. She drinks so frequently and gets drunk so often that you have to drive her around.
Yeah, and you're right.
So now you're telling me you loaned her your car? You gotta be kidding or laughing or joking.
Plaintiff Sonia Michael is suing her sister-in-law, who claims Sonia is so controlling that she has to go to the bathroom with her husband.
Let me hear from you, man.
Okay, like she said, I drove it. I did rent the car. Well, I call it renting the car from her because I gave her $100 and I gave it to her on time every time. This is what happened. I was going home and I was stopping at the store. That's what happened. I stopped at the store and I stopped at the store and I came back out to get in the vehicle and start it up. It wouldn't start up. Then I started it one more time. I waited like 5 minutes and I started it up like one more time. It started up and I made it home. Well, the next day I got in the car to take it to her. I had called her and told her that it was messed up. I was on the interstate and it cut off on me and it was smoking and all types of mess, and I called her and they got the vehicle.
Did you ever see the oil light on?
Not that I could recall.
Not that you can recall. All right, well.
Your Honor, I do have an estimate for her.
Let me have it. And why don't you think you should bear any responsibility?
Because when when she told me I could use the car, as I say, renting the car, she didn't say anything about no maintenance fees. So if I was supposed to put oil in it, she should have reminded me or something.
Wow.
If you had a flat tire, should she have reminded you that you had a flat? Or you would have called her?
I would have called her, yes,
and got
sir.
out, it would have been her? Okay. All right, you're confused. When you use someone's car, you are certainly responsible for the ordinary maintenance that is required. And that would include putting in gas, because if you'd run out of gas, would you have called her then?
Nah, I would have put the gas in there.
Yeah, so just like you put gas, which is necessary to operate, so is oil. Did you know that?
No,
that
not
oil
until
is
that
necessary?
instance. Not
okay,
until
well,
that
you'll
particular
know now,
instance.
$3,738 for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Oh.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, you done with me,
Yeah,
baby?
yeah, I'm done with you.
You're not gonna drive me around no more? Whatever.
You need to go to AA.